Yes, yes. Yeah, just started recording. How are we? How are we? How are we? Welcome to the Strong and Qualified MMA podcast, episode 2. I'm going to try not to look at my phone too much on this one because I got some stats on it, and I'm going to make a promise on this one not to overrun and overdo it. So last time round, I had my friend on Varon, and we did a breakdown of UFC 249. Um, Basically, top down breakdown. And we spent about an hour. I don't know if anyone's seen it. Spent about an hour on that. So we produced a 1 hour episode. So this time around, I'm hoping to get this done in about 10, 15 minutes. If I don't start going crazy, talking mad. Um, Right. So I'm going to do a bit of a review of my predictions from the UFC 249. So just not to look like I'm trying to avoid, I don't know, it's a little not embarrassing. Obviously, didn't go to plan. It's MMA. Anything can happen. So I'm just going to go over the results from the last one and obviously go over my predictions from on that card. So I'm on William Hill right now, the website. I'm just looking at my bet slip. So I tend to put a little accumulator on, just a little bit money on, hopefully to get the most out of it. So if anyone's listening out there, you're interested in betting, putting any bets on, obviously bet responsibly like I do. Yeah, and that's really the point of this forum, this podcast, just to obviously give you a bit of an insight as far as what to do, what sort of best to place. Right, so going with the card, just going by the layout on William Hill just now. Right, so from the bottom up, Henry Cejudo versus Dominic Cruz. So on my predictions, I went for Cejudo, and not luckily, it just worked out that, my prediction was right on this one. Went on the next fight was Francis Ngannou, just again going off the layout on William Hill right now. Francis Ngannou versus Rosenstruck. I had Ngannou winning, and obviously that was the outcome. And what Jeremy Stevens, Calvin Keita. I had Stevens on that one. Again, with my preview of the card, I thought Stevens was going to take it just because he's a savage. But I feel like I kind of underestimated Keita. I hadn't seen enough footage of him. So maybe that's the reason why. It was a very impressive fight. Keita basically put a striking clinic on. I was amazed. It was an amazing fight. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Ryan Spann, Sam Harvey, next fight. I had Spann winning, so that was the outcome of that fight. Then Greg Hardy, Jorgen De Castro. I had De Castro winning that fight. Outcome was obviously Greg Hardy winning. All right, explanation really. I still feel like I was right with that prediction. Again, anything can happen in a fight. De Castro, he went for a leg kick, and that sort of immobilized him for the most part for the rest of the fight. So you could see he wasn't throwing as much as he would normally, just because of that injury. So that's what I'll put down to be the reason for the outcome. I don't know, maybe I'm a sore loser. But anyways, so you got Donald Cerrone, Pettis. I had Cerrone winning that one. It was a loss in this case. For me, watching that fight, Cerrone won that fight. I feel like he was robbed by the judges. Might have to go back to it. Definitely feel like Cerrone won that fight. Some takedowns. Pettis was flashy as ever. But Cerrone seemed to be doing just the fundamentals, doing what he needed to do, getting the strikes in, takedowns, mixing it up. I felt Cerrone won that fight. You had Verdum versus Olenek. I had my prediction was Verdum to win it. It didn't go to plan on this one. Surprised by this one, actually. Very surprised, because I thought Verdum, based on his reputation, be able to take Olenek. It was a one-sided affair, actually, in this fight. I was very disappointed. I don't know. Verdum recently popped 4 steroids, so maybe it's part of the reason why he showed that sort of performance. Then going on to Kale Esparza, Michelle Bortolsin. I had Kale Esparza down for my prediction to win, and then that went to plan. So happy days. And then Vicente Luque, Nico Price. I went Luque, and that was the outcome as well. Bryce Mitchell, Charles Rosa. In my prediction, I was thinking about the just the skill sets, skills winning fight, right? And I thought they were going to cancel out each other from a jiu-jitsu perspective. And I thought, just based on results from Charles Rosa, he's going to be more capable on the ground, standing up. It turned out that Bryce Mitchell basically ran him over, took him down, schooled him, jiu-jitsu clinic, amazing. If you haven't seen that, just go watch it. And then you had Ferguson, Gaethje. Again, I felt like Ferguson's results prior to this fight kind of made it feel crazy to go for Gaethje. So maybe I just went based off sentiment more than my head. I think that's what happened. Gaethje put on a clinic. It was amazing. So you want to catch that fight as well. All right, going on to today then. I'm going to do a prediction on the UFC Fight Night Overeem Harris. I'm just going to cover the main card. 6 fights on the main event, main card, right? Excuse me. I'm going to go from the last fight on the main card, from top down. So Overeem Harris, right? Cool. So skill sets wise, just going to go over their skill sets. Overeem, he's seen it all, done it all in MMA. Amazing striker. Anyone that's seen videos, viral videos, you think Overeem is not that great because he got basically beheaded by Ngannou a few fights back. But he's still very capable. Like if you look at his results, his pedigree, his results, you would see that the only people that have beaten him are very top level people. Then I feel like Harris is getting given a chance to stake a claim for being a top fighter. But looking at the skill sets, Overeem saying no, done it all. He can take you down. He can submit you. All sorts, right? He's saying no, done it all. Again, one weakness is his chin. He's lacking chin integrity right now. Harris is a big, heavy puncher, right? So that's the only path to victory I see for Harris. But again, I want for my prediction on this fight. All right, I'm going to touch on Harris's skill set. So he's a big, heavy puncher. He's not he's got a bit of wrestling ability, but not that much. He just mostly relies on his punches. Stamina-wise, stamina is not all there as well. Overeem is seen 5 rounds, seen 3 rounds, all sorts. I've seen Harris in a 3-round fight and he's like gassed out. He normally knocks you out in the first round. So if he doesn't knock Overeem out in the first round, I expect Overeem to take that fight from there. Again, Overeem just needs to watch out for that heavy left because Harris is it's a southpaw fighter. So for my prediction, I'll say definitely Overeem on this one. Again, it's MMA, anything can happen in terms of punches chance. Harris lands a big left, and that'll be a night-night. All right, so on to the next fight. Gadea Hill. Gadea is more of a rounded fighter in this one. She's got some striking, basic striking, nothing amazing, nothing flashy. She got some takedowns and jiu-jitsu. I would say, though, she hasn't got a gas down. Even though this is a 3-round fight, you've seen her gas out in a 3-round fight. So I'll probably say she wants to keep jiu-jitsu and her grappling in the back pocket through this fight. And then you see her maybe trying to attempt to take down towards like round 3. Anthony Hill was basically a stand-up fighter. She tries to kick and move, box and move. I feel like that's for the most part where her strength lies. I do feel though that she will have too much for Gudea on this one. Gudea might not want to trade with her. She don't want to stand and trade with Angela Hill, and she might want to take Angela Hill down. However, how much does she want to really put on her takedown ability, knowing that she's gonna potentially gas out through the fight? So it's a catch-22 situation for her. If I have to go for one person, I'll say Hill. Again, Gudea is more of a rounder fighter, so potentially Gudea can take it. It's quite a dicey one, but I'd definitely go for Hill, I would say, just based off movements. Just, I don't know, I feel like I can expect her to be more responsible defensively, trying to avoid being taken down and just point fighting. She got the gas tank. She got what's needed to get through it, I believe. I don't feel like Gudea has enough wrestling ability to overwhelm Hill on this one. Going on to Ige and Barboza. Barboza's debut in the featherweight division. Ige, he's all-round fighter, basically. He's got good, decent hands, decent takedowns, and he's a black belt jiu-jitsu. Barboza is just one of the most amazing strikers in MMA, period. He's got gas tank issues a little bit. Also, it remains to be seen how well he transfers across in a lower body weight fight. Lower weight fight. So he's usually a lightweight fighter. He's gone down to featherweight now. If I have to go for one person though, again, skilled win fight. I do believe though, Barboza being a specialist, he's a bit bigger. I expect him to be able to take Ige down, take Ige out and win this fight. If I'm going to vote or bet, it would be Barboza, just because I don't feel like even if Ige takes him down, he'll be able to hold him down. It's a little bit bigger. But at the same time, I feel like Ige is very versatile. He's very, when he standing, he doesn't really put out a lot of outputs. Same with Barboza, but I feel like Barboza moves a lot standing. And he expects you to try and take him down because everyone comes up against him. They don't want to fight him stand up. So he especially trying to take him down. So I'm thinking he's going to be expecting Ige to shoot and do all sorts of grappling. So again, he's a bigger guy. And I kind of expect him to be able to withstand Ige's grappling on this one. It's a 3-round fight. So we'll see. Again, it's MMA. Never know what happens. But if I had to go for one person, be Barboza. Right. On to the next one, Anders Jotko. Anders is a lefter, it's a southpaw fighter. Jotko is a southpaw fighter. So 2 southpaws, middleweight division. Anders, he has heavy hands. He's a heavy hitter. He's got a bit of, little bit of wrestling. Nothing crazy, jiu-jitsu, just mostly a striker. Jotko is sort of like a freestyle striker. He mixes things up very well a little bit. He does some wrestling. I've not really seen him submit anyone. I'm sure he's got some submission in his toolbox. But for this one, when I've seen Jotko fight, he seems to move not very fluidly. His movement worries me. He moves around his chin high up, like in the sky. So very hittable. Again, like good things he does, he mixes things up a little bit well. At the same time, his movement is just not very refined. It leaves a lot to be desired. So for me, I see Anders walking him down. Jotko is not a massive puncher. So Anders is probably not going to respect his striking. He's going to walk him down, potentially looking for a knockout. I see him basically, if it comes down to a decision, basically taking it as well. So, yeah, that's my prediction on that one. So you got Song Yadong versus Marlon Vera on this one. Next fight, so the final fight on the main card. For me, Yadong is a prodigy, is a beast. Think about the most explosive person ever. He's that guy. He's a very fast twitch. He's amazing to watch. If you watch him, if you're about to fall asleep, put his fight on. I promise you'll be up all night just being amazed, right? His striking is unbelievable. It's very fast. He darts in and out. He takes you down. He's a mixed martial artist. He mixes it up very well. He's got some submission as well for his age. It's amazing, right? And he's got Vera. Vera, he's a switch stance fighter. Is quite a rounded fighter as well. He standing up, his hands are not that sharp, not as sharp as Yadong's. So I expect Yadong to dictate the fight when they're standing up. And I'm expecting Vera to try and take him down and submit him because Vera is very good with jiu-jitsu. I do feel though Yadong is quite smart. His fight IQ is top notch, right? I see him dictating the fight, dictating the tempo. I don't see Vera coming into this fight too much, coming to his own in this fight too much, besides maybe grappling him down, or taking him down and grappling him. Again, Yadong is very competent on the ground as well, so it might be difficult for him to finish him off on the ground. So looking at the skill sets, purely skill sets, and seeing how that works out, I believe Yadong's got this fight. So that's my prediction, guys, for this main card. As always, if you want, if you feel this has left any, giving you any value, like, share, and let me know how this goes and how your bets goes after this fight. Again, the fight is on Saturday, UK time. I believe it's 11 o'clock UK time on Saturday. Actually, yeah, 11 o'clock UK time. So, all right, guys, that's it. Thank you very much.